welcome back. Today I am doing part 2 to my 10 things series. Today I will be sharing 10 ways to make freshman year the best year yet. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. My name is Mackenzie. I'm a fashion merchandising major at Kent State University in Kent, Ohio, and I had an awesome freshman year. I am home now because of coronavirus, doing online school, but the time I was at school I had an absolute blast. I learned so much and I am very excited to be sharing 10 things I wish someone had told me prior to going into college to make sure that my year could have been even better. Number 1, become friendly with your RA. Our RA was so nice. He was so cool, chill, laid back, and he was the friendliest guy. I think becoming friends with your RA is essential to having a great dorm experience. Ours lived right across the hall from us, and he was, like I said, the best. You do have to have, at least at Kent, 2 meetings a year with your RA where he checks in with you, makes sure you're doing okay, adjusting, that school's going fine, your mental health is in check, and I found that to be really helpful. He was awesome, always a face that you could turn to, and I do think it just helps you have that peace of mind while you're in your dorm. We never had any problems with him. So I know that not everyone gets lucky with their RA, but I think introducing yourself and quickly becoming friends with them will make sure that you're on their good side. Number 2 is talk with your roommates prior to moving in. So I met all of my roommates on Facebook. None of us lived near each other, so we didn't have the opportunity to meet up with one another prior to coming to college. If you do live close, take advantage of that and meet them before you go to college. But talking with them just really gave you that peace of mind before coming to school that you weren't living with complete strangers. We were all fashion merch majors, got along great, some of my best friends, and I just think that communicating, texting, calling each other beforehand to talk about what we wanted the room to look like, who needed to grab what for the bathroom, and just kind of share those pre-college nervousness, you know, sharing those thoughts was essential to feeling better and making move-in day a little less awkward. Number 3 is to walk your schedule before classes begin. This was something I did both semesters, and I was really glad I did. Kent's campus is very large, especially if you go to a large school. Do this. Walk through your schedule. I only had 15 minutes in between each of my classes, so when one was over a mile away from the other one, it was important to get walking to get to that class. Like I said, I do encourage you to walk through it beforehand, but if you don't and you are lost, I just ask anyone around. There's lots of upperclassmen on campus, so anytime I was oh my god, I don't think I'm in the right spot, I would just ask someone and they'd point me in the right direction, which is super helpful. Number 4 is use proper email etiquette when emailing your professors. I learned really early on in college that a lot of people do not know how to send emails. This is something I never struggled with because my job is remote and I communicate with business professionals, CEOs, marketers, whatever, all day, every day. That is part of my job. But there are so many of my friends and classmates who clearly have never sent emails, don't know how to do it properly. Learn how to say, "Hi, Professor da-da-da." Learn how to sign your emails. Don't use texting you or I or you are for your, professors do not want to see that. It is not a text message. Learn how to send emails. This is a skill that will not only serve you well in college, but it will take you very far in life after. Number 5 is introduce yourself to everyone, and I mean everyone. If you are standing in line in the dining hall, say hi to the person next to you. Those first few weeks of college especially, leave your door open in your dorm room. Let people come and go. Invite people out with you that you don't know, and say hi literally just to everyone. It's so important. Everyone your freshman year is in the exact same boat as you. They don't know anyone either. A lot of them are probably just as nervous as you are, and every time that a stranger would just strike up a conversation with me or be like, "Oh, I like your shoes," and then you have this long conversation afterwards, it just makes you feel so much better to know that someone had the courage to, step out of their comfort zone and say hi. So be that person for someone else. Number 6 is establish a routine and follow it diligently. This was something I was really, really good about my second semester. First semester, I was a little more spontaneous, which is totally fine too, but I think establishing a schedule and really sticking with it is awesome. By my second semester, the weeks before we were sent home for coronavirus online school, I was so good about this. I'd wake up at the gym at 8:30, get my workout in for an hour, grab breakfast, come back, shower, get ready, go to class, and come back, do some homework, write a blog post, send emails, do a little bit of work for Dormco or someone else, and then I would grab dinner with a friend, you know, hang out with some of the girls and then go to bed. But I pretty much stuck to the same schedule Monday through Thursday every single day. Thursdays I'd go out, you know, Sundays were always the same. But I think if you get your work done in the week, during the week, you can play hard on the weekend. And that's totally fine mindset to have, but you have to really be diligent about it throughout the week. Number 7 is try to stack your classes if you can. So my first semester I had classes Monday through Thursday, and second semester I only had class Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I just scheduled for my sophomore year classes earlier this week, and I scheduled Tuesday, Thursday again because I tried the 2 days a week and I absolutely loved it. It worked really, really well for me. I encourage you to do so if you are able to. I know not every major, not every school has the freedom and ability to be able to do so, but I think stacking your classes to that 2 day a week, even 3 day a week schedule is something really, really worthwhile. I happen to really like it. Tuesdays and Thursdays I pretty much completely dedicated to schoolwork, and then Mondays, Wednesdays were solid for the blog, and I was able to get so much work done. If you are someone who is trying to work a job during school, I encourage you to stack your schedule because it really is doable. You could work all day one day and then go to school all day the next day. It does make your school days a little bit longer than you're used to, but overall it really worked for me. Try it out. If it doesn't work, you can always go back 2, 3, 4, 5 days a week the next semester. Number 8 is go out. Not too much, but go out. Say yes more often. I love going out with my friends, obviously. I think it's really important to go out and say yes during college. Obviously not to stupid stuff, but say yes more often. If your friend's like, oh, we should go grab ice cream, and you're like, oh, I don't know, I kind of just want to lay in bed, like, go get the ice cream with your friends. You will never regret doing that and going out with your friends and just having a good time. Some of the best days in college are the days where I was like, I don't really know if I should go. My friends are like, please, and then you go and you end up having so much fun. I never look back at a night that I went out and say, oh, I shouldn't have gone out. I always look back at the days I stayed in, especially now being at home and like being stuck here. I'm like, oh, I should have just gone. So I encourage you to do it. Say yes, be a little spontaneous. You only have one college experience. You only get those 4 years once. Be young, be a kid, and have fun. Number 9 is go to sporting events. Kent is not a big SEC school by any means. We're not obviously in the SEC, but like we're not a huge football school. Like our school isn't really centered completely around sporting events, and yet I still went. I had a great time all the times I went. I didn't get to go to as many football games as I would have liked just because a lot of my sorority events kind of interfered with it, but the few I went to were fun. You know, I think it's cute to like get dressed up and hang out with your girls, take pictures, whatever, do the whole 9 yards, you know. But baseball, I would have, if baseball season was not canceled, you bet your bottom dollar I would have been front and center at every single game. We didn't even have a single home game yet. All of our games were online. I mean, we're away, but I did watch all of them online while the season was in play. But I don't know, I just think going to sporting events is really important. Going to sporting events was a huge part of my high school career. I cheered for 13 years. I managed baseball. I was always at basketball, football, you name it, I was there. And so it made me feel a little bit more at home when I attended these things at school. And of course, it's always good to support your athletics, you know. Number 10 is learn how to time manage. This was something I really didn't struggle with too much because I had great time management skills prior to coming into college, just because I haven't really ever known a time in my teenhood, that's not even the word, but like I started my blog when I was 14 years old and I turned 19 in a month and a half, and it's like I've never known anything different but to have a full class schedule and to be working this much, to be blogging this much. So I've always had to make it work, and I think that time management is huge in college. Yes, it is. You only get the 4 years once, so have fun, say yes, you know, like life's a party, whatever. But you have to take college seriously. It is so easy to get behind in school and college, and things go super fast paced there. It's literally always Thursday. You have to stay on top of it, and you can have fun all weekend long if you are diligent and do your work all week long. I know it's different for every major, but I found that if I really grinded it out during the week, I could go the weekend and have only a few school responsibilities to do. So learn how to time manage, be smart about it, get a planner, time block things out, go to the library, go to a quiet space, get your work done. I promise it'll make things easier. And my bonus 11 is to go through recruitment for sorority, fraternity if you are interested. I went through recruitment, of course, and I am an Alpha Phi at Kent, and I'm really glad I did go through recruitment. I will say that it's different for every school that you go to. I think that you meet so many people. It is a great way to make friends, and the connections you get from joining Greek life are insane. Like, everyone knows someone, especially being at Kent where fashion is such a large program. I know for sure that it is beneficial where I go to school. So, all right, everyone, that is going to be all for today's video. If you guys want to see any other 10 things, college related videos, 10 things I brought and didn't use, 10 things that really helped me my freshman year, anything like that, make sure to leave them below and I will take those into consideration. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you in my next one. Peace out, Girl Scouts.